Hi, what's up, guys? It's Coop with C&T Designs. What we're going to go through today, in this video, is brought to you by the WTF. Because in this bill, they actually want to expand the category of prohibited purchaser. So let's throw that up. It makes me want to throw up. So let's get up here. All right. This was introduced in the House on the 5th of February of last year. Remember, as soon as Democrats took over House and Senate, they just started, no pun intended, unloading gun laws, one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Over 100 gun laws, I think, in the first 100 days of Joe Biden's administration. So this bill, seeking to expand the categories of prohibited purchaser, is to amend Chapter 44 of United States Code, Title 18, and this goes into Section 922, Unlawful Acts. Here's the list of people presently involved with this bill. Let's see. Let's get to this. This is entitled Keeping Guns from High-Risk Individuals Act. Again, since it's showing a mirror of the screen, we've already got categories of prohibited purchasers that seek to exclude violent or mentally ill people from owning firearms. Typically, when you're talking about someone being a prohibited possessor, understand they don't even have to be a felon. They just have to commit a crime that is punishable by up to a year in jail, which means I could get into a fight with somebody, they charge me with simple battery, misdemeanor. It's chargeable by up to a year in jail, but I do probation because the court found, whereas I might have acted a little over the top, that there were some mitigating factors to it, so maybe it wasn't all on me. And understand, an assault could be as simple as pushing somebody. You are actually putting hands on another person. So, and with some of these prosecutors now, the way they operate, it doesn't have to be necessarily what most of us would consider a really violent act. It's just... So, they get into this. Now, this amends Section 922D. What you have to understand, it's basically, it would be illegal if, or you're breaking the law if you transfer a firearm, which means sale, gift, trade, anything where I take a firearm, one of my favorite guns. This is my Colt 1911 government model. I love this thing. It has got one of the most beautiful triggers. I'm not a trigger snob by any means. But damn. Alright, back to the bill. So, this section actually stops at paragraph 10, or paragraph 9, I'm sorry. So they add in paragraphs 10, 11, 12, and 13. So paragraph 10 would make you a prohibited possessor, which means you can't transport, you can't own, you can't possess firearms or ammunition. If in the most recent 10-year period, that person has been convicted in a court of a crime of violence as defined in Section 16. Now, notice this does not mention felony. This does not even mention the extent of the jail time you could do for it, the extent of the incarceration that you could suffer from this. So this could be something very simple. Number 11 has not obtained 25 years of age and has been adjudicated in any court having committed an offense that would have been a crime of violence as defined in section 16 if committed by an adult. So if I got charged with something, actually convicted of something when I was, say, 16, I did probation, I did whatever, even if I was under the First Offender Act, that would make me a prohibited possessor up to the age of 25. After reading this, after I reached 25, then I would no longer be included in this. So something very simple when you were 15, 16, 12, 10, whatever, would stop you from owning firearms legally until you were 25. Number 12, in any period of 3 consecutive years in the most recent 10 years, has been convicted in any court on 2 separate occasions of an offense that has an element, the possession or distribution or intent to possess or distribute alcohol or a controlled substance as so defined. So having alcohol at 18, 2 counts of, would make you a prohibited person or prohibited possessor. Get caught with alcohol one time, weed the next time, you're a prohibited possessor. You sell weed to your buddy, you sell your buddy a 6-pack, get caught, prohibited possessor. And 13, has been convicted in any court of stalking. Now, understand, stalking, when we think about it, the initial thing that comes to your head is a creepy boy out there chasing a woman around, peering through her windows and all that. That's not what all stalking entails. You could be convicted of things like cyber stalking. Cyber stalking could be as simple as your politician that you follow, you basically troll the hell out of them every time they post something, so they say you're stalking them. You know, if you do it on Twitter and then they post something and you troll them there. They do it on YouTube, you troll them there. They do it on Instagram, you troll them there. That could be stalking. So it doesn't have to be something absolutely nefarious, or it doesn't mean that you are stalking someone for a means of, say, rape or violence or anything like that. This could be many, many other things that could be included in stalking. But again, they want to put more and more people under the category of prohibited possessors. The more people they have as prohibited possessors, well, they figure the less people will have guns. And they will keep up this march. Prohibited possessor. We looked at other bills. Sheila Jackson Lee. If you were seeking any sort of mental health counseling, or you were taking any sort of medication for mental health, you would be a prohibited possessor. And they're just keeping that march going. Every little win these guys get is just another step in the right direction for them. And I'm sorry, we have such weak people supposed to be representing us on a federal level that things like this would slide through. I mean, it sounds sensible until you actually get down to the bare bones of what's going on with it and who all would be considered a prohibited possessor. So keep an eye out again. This is Bill H.R. 882, creating a whole new category of high-risk individuals. And if you think they won't create the next one in the next category, well, you're dead ass wrong. People tell me, Coot, they're not coming for your gun. They don't want your guns. You're full of crap. And I'm trying to be as polite as I can about that. You got your head so far in your butt, it ain't even funny. I Tell you what, if you think Democrats don't want your guns, do a simple experiment. Tie your feet to a solid object. Have a buddy help you. Put a rope just below your shoulders. Hook that rope to the end of a good truck or car. Have them floor the gas. And let's see if we can get your head out of your ass long enough for you to actually pay attention to what these people are doing. Alright, guys. Y'all be cool. I'm out. I'm going to film another one in a little bit. God knows which one I've got to film. So they're all retarded, but they are all something likely to happen or likely to pass. So y'all take it easy. Y'all be cool. Later.